Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
It's time for Tell It to Stanya. Ooh, let's peel away the layers and focus on you. Ooh, what's going on inside? Let's talk about love and truth and the matter of who we are. Let's find out together on Tell It to Stanya.
Hi there, pleasant good afternoon. Tell It to Stanya, that's right. I am she and she is me. And guess where I am at? I'm not in studio today, guys. I am actually at CIBC Mortgage Fair. Now, I know y'all like when I do these live remotes, and hopefully y'all will come down here and get your little money and your little loan and all that type of stuff. So, as I said, I am here at CIBC Carmichael Road at their mortgage fair. Now, I was supposed to start with someone, but you know, I a little nosy and I like to find out people's business. And so I met these two wonderful people. They look like a happy couple. With all y'all married, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, we're married.
Okay, this is good. Okay, so there's a married couple. How long were you all married?
About 7 years now.
Really? Oh, that is nice. Because normally they say 7 years. That's to like make or break you.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long you all dated before?
About 3 years before that.
About 3 years.
Yeah, so
Okay.
3-4 years before that.
Okay, now one last question before we get into why we're here. Who said I love you first?
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
Why you looking like that? Put it in.
I don't mean that way, but I'll go with it.
You'll go with that today. Okay. So I met this wonderful couple as I was, interviewing persons and just trying to get. They're here at the mortgage fair today, guys. And so I just have a few questions. Well, I'm here for the mortgage fair.
Yeah, we are.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what are y'all looking like? Like, what's the dream house?
So we're just looking for something that family, something we could grow into, something with enough space.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's basically where we're looking right
Okay. So now it's just you two and then a little itsy bitsy person
now. And one more.
and one more.
Yeah.
Okay. Older or younger?
Older.
Okay. So what are you talking about?
So at least 3. We need space for everyone. At least 3 would do.
Okay. So
Yeah.
who needs the most space out of y'all two? Wife or husband?
Me.
Okay. All right. So y'all are here at CIBC Fair. And how is it looking so far in terms of qualifying?
So it's going pretty good. We basically we got our qualification
Really?
stuff and interest rate and everything. Yeah.
Already?
Yeah. So we're on the road.
You're on the road.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know like which area and all that stuff? And are y'all
It's not quite yet. We're still looking around, but we wanted to at least this part out of the way first.
right? Just to
yeah.
make sure you qualify, how much you qualified
Right.
before, and
Right.
then it'll start the process of trying to find like
Yeah.
what fits
Trying
in the budget.
Right. Right.
Yeah, good stuff. All righty. So hopefully you guys will be successful. And you look like you want to say something. What you got to say? Come, give your husband the mic. How come now? How come you want to do it now?
Well, no, I just wanted to say that it was a quick, easy process today.
Oh, it
Like,
was?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was very easy and not like sometimes when you have to wait on a line or make an appointment.
Right.
So it was really nice for them to have this.
Okay.
And yeah, the process was good.
Okay. So, all right. So providing for your family. I love it. All right. Good stuff. Thank you so much for being a part of the conversation. Catrice, come on down. Catrice look like she's trying to run from me. See you soon. Bye. Bye-bye. Oh, bye. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's go, Catrice. What? Listen, Catrice taking pictures. We on the air waiting on Catrice, but Catrice taking pictures. All right. Okay. And you know why she taking pictures? Because customers are the number one priority. Pictures with a customer's child. She ain't had time for me. Okay.
Yes, that's very important to us.
Okay, Catrice. Now, first of all, what do you choose to here?
Well, Stanya, a district manager, meaning that I'm in charge of some of the branches in the Bahamas and
Okay.
Family Islands. So
Which
I
branches?
work at basically all of them.
Okay.
So we have 2 district managers. There's myself and Sharice Archer,
Okay.
and we manage all of the branches in the Bahamas.
Okay. So how long were you working in banking?
I've been in banking for more than 30 years. Believe it? Yes.
Now, listen, on Tell It to Stanya, I like to ask people all their business and then some. So, like, where did you start out first?
Well, the thing is, in banking, there are lots of opportunity.
Right.
I started out as the branch secretary at one of the competitors. Would you believe it?
Stop talking.
Yes.
So, okay, I have a funny story here. Actually, working at a bank, another bank, was my first job out of college. Now, you all know Taylor the San, you had to swing, right? So, I went to work one day, and then I went to lunch, and I never went back. That's right, I never went back.
So they called you back?
Yes, they did. I was stuck in them, but we ain't had cell phone and things like that. This in the 90s, man. I did. I got a little age on me a little bit. Yeah, so that was the beginning of Stanya. Run, Stanya, run, and run fast and run right now. Okay, but you said you started out as a secretary.
Yes,
And
yes.
then you went from
I
there
went
to-
from secretary into HR. Would you believe I worked in HR for a while? Then I worked in international banking and retail banking where I'm at today. Yes.
Okay, which part did you enjoy the most?
Well, I must say I enjoy dealing with people. So any part is good for me once there are people involved. So the customers are very important to us, and I love customers.
Okay. All right. So with your 30 plus years, here you are today, and of course, you're a part of the mortgage fair. So what do you all have to offer today?
Well, today, we are having our special in-house mortgage fair. We listen to the people, and there are a lot of persons that can't make it in on the weekday. So we
Right.
decided to open the bank to let them come in to
Right.
talk to us about their financing. Our theme today is where your home ownership journey begins.
Okay.
And we're just here to help, to listen. And persons that are ready, we're able to pre-qualify them for a home. And even if someone just want to come in for financial advice, we're
Okay.
here to give that also.
Okay, so the couple who was here before you came in, they said that pretty much it was like a seamless journey. They went in, it didn't take a long time. They were able to speak with the agent. They got pre-approved, and they're well on their way. Now, and I saw for starters, I see some little things in the corner. I see free things.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have free things.
Yeah, things.
So come on now for things, things, things. And I guess the biggest thing is to get your mortgage approved. We have a lot of our sales specialists on ground, just waiting on you to come in to discuss your financing. Today is not only about mortgages. If you want to get information on a land loan or
Okay.
even purchasing an auto or vehicle
Right.
or a consumer loan, just come in and we're here to talk to you. We have a lot of persons in branch, like you can see.
Yes.
So we're just here and we're excited to see all the persons coming in.
Well, actually, on my in my contact list before I came out, I sent I put up the flyer and then I asked persons, hey, did you have any questions? And I have a plethora, however you all want to pronounce the word, of questions that people want to know in terms of their finances, in terms of loans. So we're gonna get to that in a little bit, but I think it's important for us to kind of go a little deeper so that people understand what you guys are offering today. Now, I saw that you guys have up to like how much financing is available?
We have up to 95% financing. That's our regular offer. So we have the best mortgage product in the Bahamas, and we brag about it. So up to 95% financing, 35-year term based on your retirement age, of course.
Okay.
And we give a lot of perks along the way, discount and rates and all those stuff.
My ADHD kicking in, man. There's plenty information and good information. Okay, so if someone, let's say they already have the land, and so they've just been waiting, they don't know what to do. What happens next? Okay, they have the land. What do they do now? They now come in, and then how much they still getting 95% financing?
Well, if they have a land that they own free and clear, that's their equity. So what we can say is they can basically come in and get a loan with no additional funds. Most of the time, that value in the land gives them the ability to get 100% financing. So that is what persons look at, up to 100% financing. Now, even if you have a mortgage with another bank, you want to come on over to us, we can evaluate you to see what you be qualified for, and we can give you competitive rates and good terms.
Okay, so if someone they have the land, it's already paid for,
Mhm.
then so they don't have to come up with nothing.
No.
And then they can get maybe even 100%
Yes.
financing.
Yes, because they would already have that value in the land. So
Okay.
you've already paid monies for this land, equity. So instead of coming up with your 5% down, you already have it. So just come on in, let's talk about building your home.
So what Well, does the land have to be like worth a certain amount?
Yes, well, we would get an appraisal on the property, and that would give us the true value of the land itself. So then we would work from there to tell you how it works and what percentage financing you can get based on that, and we're able to assist. So we give you a clear understanding of what you need to move forward.
Is there any other kind of or type of equity? Let's say, okay, we know, okay, you come up with the 5%, or if you have a portion of a piece of land, is there anything else that like would be considered as equity and they don't have, like, okay, if we submit this or whatever, is there anything else?
Well, the thing about it is, some persons might already own a home and they are now looking at getting an investment property.
Okay.
So some of the values out of their home can be used as the equity for the investment property. So there's a lot of ways to structure facilities so that our customers are comfortable and they're able to move forward with their dreams.
Okay, good stuff. Oh, and alrighty, and it doesn't matter because there were some people on my in my contact list who were asking me. They're like, okay, well, I live on an island, ain't no CIBC there. So they can still give me a loan.
We can still look at that. It's according to the location of the property and the island that they are on. It's based on resaleability. So we would speak to the clients and tell them what best we can do.
Okay.
So we don't discourage anyone from reaching out to us.
Right.
Let's talk about it. Let's figure out what you qualify for or what we can do to help.
Okay, so it may not, I mean, depending, not saying that you won't give the 95% financing, but it's just depending on where the land is at, there might be something you could, give them one little something.
Yes, we'll have to see. It's all dependent on, different variables, but we can talk to them and be able to tell them what they will qualify for and how we can assist.
Okay, so now you talked about competitive rates. So how does different from other banks? We ain't calling no bank name.
No,
We
we're not calling any bank
We ain't
name.
calling no other bank name. We ain't gonna do that today. Oh no. But what makes CIBC different from, another bank?
Well, I must say, in the Bahamas, we have a lot of competitive rates going on with our commercial banks, but our rates are just as good or better. But what sets us apart is our overall offering, which is up to 95% financing. Most banks don't offer that.
Okay, what banks offer?
I would 90% or more.
Okay.
So they'll offer you have to put 20% down payment or 10% down payment. Where with CIBC First Caribbean, CIBC Caribbean, let me correct that.
That's right.
We are CIBC Caribbean. You would only have to inject 5% down.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, now y'all talked about, because I saw y'all have some little prizes y'all giving away. What them prizes are?
Well, we have a lot of prizes over there. I have to actually pull them out to see exactly what they are because I know we were sending in different stuff. So we have a lot of stuff out here. So once you come on down, and I know at the end of it all, we're supposed to have a raffle going on. We have other prizes that will allow you to be in a raffle.
This raffle is right now.
Well, all of the persons that would have scanned our QR code, their names are going into our system,
Right.
and we will then create a raffle with those names so that they can win of our First Caribbean branded prizes.
Hey, this sounds good. Now, okay, I noticed that the special offer International Women's Day campaign. I like that.
Yes.
That W word in there.
So that's one of our other offers, along with the offer today. So we have a number of offers going on today. We have our regular in-house financing offer, which covers everybody.
Okay.
Then, International Women's Day is just
Right. Well, I guess we're still in March.
So we're still in that. So we had a International Women's Day offering going on, and it's still going on.
Okay.
So it has competitive rates, the same thing, and there is a cashback offer to that. But it's International Women's Day, so we're not trying to be biased today. So we'll take everybody on.
So I guess the fellas could tag along. On
Yes, because you notice we have a lot of couples coming in. We have a lot of couples coming in, and we're really excited about that. Hi.
Okay, look, I already see y'all coming right over here to speak with me. That's right. Yes. Hey.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a lot of couples coming in. So like you say, that most likely they are able to fall under the International Women's Day campaign. You see?
Okay, so what is it again?
The international ban, we have a $2,000 towards the legal fees.
What?
We have no loan fees.
No.
And we also have a competitive rate. Again, we don't say our rates on the air, but it's very competitive.
Okay, okay. And you know something, I'm gonna believe you, Catrice, and I'm only gonna believe you because you listen, y'all. I gotta tell you all this. I just clap eye on this. Now, first of all, Catrice have on the tiger print shoe. That's tiger print.
Yeah, that's a tiger.
The tiger print. Now, you know, because y'all know I be running my mouth. I just look up why Catrice got on tiger print glasses too. No man. Listen, Wally, you see
It's
this?
a special day. It's a
Wanna
special
come-
day. We bring
Listen.
out all the animals, all the
Listen,
animals
in my
today.
Jamaican voice, I'm scared of you. Okay, so guys, you can be a part of. You see, look how women giving birth to things for man again. You see that? Look at the international women say, look how they benefiting from women again. I ain't got nothing to say about it. The trees I ain't gonna talk about it.
Come on over. So come on in, couples. Come today. This is a special day. And I can truly say, if you look at our lineup, we've had a steady flow and we are so excited and happy. So we're just looking forward to great things.
Okay, now I do have one question, Patrice. Are you guys? I know you're open today, and you open today so that you can accommodate persons who work during the week. They can come in and actually take the time to get feedback, to be qualified, to ask questions, and because a lot of times people are working during the week and they don't have time to come in within that hour. By the time the traffic gets you, I mean that's an hour right there.
Yeah.
But are you guys open on Saturdays?
We're not open on Saturdays. So this
this
is
is-
truly a special,
I see.
special day. Special day.
Okay.
And you see, we have persons flowing in, and
Yes.
we are so thankful. But you can come in any day of the week. We are here to serve you, and we're here to make sure you get that special service and that special offering any day of the week.
So what if someone can come in today?
Mhm.
Like, would they still get this big old financing?
And I think that's our regular terms.
Oh, for true?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, so they can come any day of the week. So today is special for those that could not make it through the week.
Okay.
So but we also have a special offer today on our rate.
Okay.
So that is extra special. So we want persons to come in today and take up this offer. But any day of the week,
Mhm.
if you are available, come into one of our branches
Mhm.
and you will get a good offer.
Now, you mentioned earlier, I can't remember if you said this on the air or when we were speaking before the show started, but you talked about the free, which three branches can persons come to?
Well, would you believe we have 3 branches open today, Stanya?
Really?
Yes. So we
Okay.
have the Shirley Street branch.
Okay.
We have Carmichael branch where we're at.
Right.
And we are also at the Freeport branch. So I want those persons in Freeport to please go on over to that branch. They are set up. They're ready to serve you special offer.
So they're open as well.
Yes, they are open as well.
Okay. Now, what about reduced fees?
Yes, today we are offering a reduced fee also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, which fee this is we talking
This
about?
is the loan fee. When you're getting a loan, there's a fee that is charged for the general overall loan amount.
Okay.
But that loan fee today is being reduced.
Okay.
So just come on in. We are so excited. I mean, I can't even think about it. We're excited today. We're really excited.
Okay, good stuff. All right, now we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, I have all kind of questions that I would like to ask. These are questions that people sent in that they wanted to know. I'm not quite sure if they're going to join me today. Cousin Sean, get your hip out here. Not sure if they're going to come on down, but they definitely had a lot of questions. So I want to ask those questions, and then I want to go into after that talking about financial planning advice. Like, what does that look like? What are people coming? Like, what are some of the issues or concerns or challenges that Bahamians may have in terms of their finances? So we'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
This is definitely the time for BAMSI to continue to build on the progress that we've made. There's now drone technology. There's now year-round container farming. You have hydroponics. You have aquaponics. You have precision farming. There have been record numbers of enrollments, record numbers of flat fishing certifications. We've had record enrollments in our online courses. Students from across the family of islands. Because in BAMSI, we are not just cultivating produce. We're cultivating producers.
Paid for by
The following is a paid political message.
Find it here. You're looking for truth. Find it here. Vote for MacGyver. She's here for you. See everybody in Kalani. Change is here. Hey, hands in the air. See everybody in Kalani. Vote for MacGyver. She is a fighter.
That was a paid political message.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We sell products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Boost your buying power with a margin loan at rates as low as 7.5%. A margin loan offers convenient flexibility, freeing up capital without liquidating your investments. Whether you're looking to diversify, fund a business opportunity, or refinance higher cost debt, RF provides access to cash within 48 hours for any purpose. Tailored, effortless, powerful. Discover how a margin loan can work for you. Visit rfgroup.com or call 603-6000. RF Bank and Trust. Money at work.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Okay, and we are back. And guys, listen, if you want to be a part of the conversation, now y'all know I love when y'all message me. So you can text 422-4796. We're not going to do the phone lines today because it's a little, it's a lot of traffic coming in and out, so we may not be able to hear you very well. So send me a text message if you have a question. That's 422-4796. Once again, 422-4796. We are here, Carmichael Road, CIBC, or First Caribbean, because, y'all might be a little confused. And also Shirley Street,
Yes.
right, is open, as well as Freeport.
Yeah, at the Eastmore branch.
with East Mall.
Yeah.
Freeport got. I just saying that's my little joke
Yeah,
to the people in Grandma.
a little.
Come on, that's right, that's right. Hey, okay, and of course you're hearing a different voice here with me, and we have Mako, right?
Yes.
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you was I
At Lightfoot Hills.
yeah, you was running from me a little bit.
No, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Stanya, why would you say that?
See, I got you today.
Hey, you know, running today.
There. I know we talked about Freeport Branch and Shirley Street, and of course we're here at Carmichael Road. But how many branches?
Well, we have 10 locations here in the Bahamas, one in Freeport, one in Governor's Harbor, and one in Abaco, and the other 7 are here in Nassau.
I heard enough because I heard that it was in the number one island in the Bahamas, which is Eleuthera. I just saying.
Yes.
Well, true, which part? All the way down. Listen, I had some good conch salad from Wim's Bite, but they like fight though. Yes. Okay. Mako, I have some questions, and these are questions before I came on
Mhm.
with the people who indulge in my thing every Saturday on Tell It to Stanya. I always got questions. You know, people think that I'm a talk show host and a life coach because I like to help people, but it's really because I'm nosy.
No, no, no. You like to help people.
We get to these questions. I have some nosy questions.
No, no problem.
Right.
Yeah, I've been with the bank this year, makes 21 years. Yeah, I know. Don't look it, right?
Okay, seriously now, you don't look that old.
Yeah, 21 years.
Oh my God. Okay, so you've been here for 20. Were you working at CIBC?
Yeah, CIBC, straight from high school. Yep, at the Shirley Street branch, started out as a teller and worked my way up through the ranks.
True.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, this is amazing. I mean, Catrice just said she was here. I think did she say 30 plus years? You're saying that you were here 21 years. Boy, listen, I was telling Catrice. I know you were working with a couple. I was
Yes.
telling Catrice how this was my first job out of college was as a teller at another bank, and then I went to lunch, and then I didn't go
Go back?
Oh, you heard that?
No, no. When you say you went to lunch, I understood. I know what's coming next. Didn't come back.
I went to another place. This was a preschool, and the preschool. So when I went there, they hired me on the spot, and so they were like, "Yeah, you have to be here for 7 o'clock." And so I was like, "Okay, 7 o'clock." Well, why 7? Well, people are dropping off the kids. Okay, cool. Well, what time do I leave? Well, you're gonna be here until like about 7 o'clock too, because
You gotta wait for them to pick up.
but yes. And so they gave me the salary number, and so that same day they hired me, and so lunchtime came. They said, I say, anybody want to go to Burger? Anyone want something from Burger King? Nobody wanted anything.
That was your cue.
Yes. Heading down the highway. Listen, run, Stanya,
Run.
run fast and run right now. So, so this 21 years and
Yeah.
30 plus, y'all have some serious stickability.
Yeah, really loyal to the company. The company is good to us, so we're loyal to the company as well.
So that also speaks to CIBC, honestly. I mean, like the environment, because like, do you really love what you do though?
Love it every day. It's nothing more beneficial than helping somebody. So that's what we do on a day-to-day basis. Help a lot of persons make their dream come true, and that's what we're doing here today. Pre-qualifying persons and letting them know what they can do and giving them those next steps. So that is one of the greatest benefits of this job.
Wow. And you know what? I love that both of you actually started right in this one position, and then you literally worked your way up. Listen, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all is the real MVP around here, and I ain't even talking foolishness, because you know how I like one. Anyhow, let's get into some of the questions that persons have put forward. Okay, so question number 1. What all information is needed to determine a pre-approval or proposal estimate? Okay, let's get that. Yeah, let's get there, because this is like a 2-in-1 question.
Yeah.
What is needed to determine pre-approval?
Well, we don't really do pre-approvals because it has to go up to our credit risk team. But what we can do for you is we can do a pre-qualification. In order for us to determine pre-qualification, we take a look at what your income is, take a look at your age, see if you have any other debts or any other expenses out there, and we factor all of those in and then we give you an amount that you qualify for a mortgage.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna circle back to the person with the big debt.
Mhm.
Talking about Stanya. Okay, let me keep it going. Okay. So okay, the other part of the question, I think you can answer this already. Because it was what all information is needed to determine a pre-approval or proposal estimate amount someone can be eligible for. But the amount is determined on
Yeah, it's just determined on those factors. Really, it's what we call your capacity or how much money you make, determination as well as your age. Certain factors, but what we do is we analyze all this information. It's really on the spot. If you come down, you don't need a job letter, you don't need your pay slip. As long as you know the numbers, head into any one of the branches. We could do a quick pre-qualification for you, and you get an understanding what your number is, and then you have the ability to move around to begin shopping in the market.
Okay. Yeah, because the couple who I interviewed earlier, I think they got their number,
Mm-hmm.
and they seemed very happy with that number.
Yeah.
And so for them, they said that the next step now is actually looking for something in that price range.
Yeah.
So now you know, listen, I can't go over this.
Yeah, there you go.
Because behaving people like we
A little
can-
big guy,
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
little
that's
big
right.
guy.
But now you know where you could shop.
Yes.
Okay, good stuff. All right, question number 2. Does CIBC do loans for educational purposes?
Yes, we do. So it's dependent upon the amount. So let's just say your son or daughter is going off to university and you want to do a student loan for them. So the student loan can be applied by the students once they're in doing their study. They make interest only payments, but it has to be guaranteed or supported by a parent. So it has to be guaranteed by someone else.
Okay, so you're saying that okay, my daughter's off to school.
Yes.
And instead of me going to get the loan, she can apply for the
She
loan.
applies for the loan and she make its interest only payments during her course of study, but it has to be guaranteed by you as a mother because she doesn't have an income and stuff. So
Right.
basically you'll be paying her interest payments.
But it'll be in her name.
Yeah, it'll be in her name. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. All right. And is that something that Bahamians actually do a lot of?
Yeah, they do. They come in. Most persons, once their child goes off to school, they have the equity in their home and they utilize the equity to take out funds in order to send them off to college. So if you do have a home and looking at possible college funds for your kids, you could utilize the equity in the home in order to do that.
Okay, I just have y'all can call me. I already know the answer to this, but anyhow. Fathers coming in to do stuff like that.
Yeah,
You
they
think-
are.
Will
We
you
just come
mothers or fathers?
both.
Make a way watching you.
Both.
Think you let man. You
Stanya, I'm not gonna lie to you. Both. They come in jointly and they do this. Mothers and fathers. We just did one for a couple this week. Actually, on Friday we closed it on Friday for them.
You got my eye on you. Okay. Question number 3. What interest rates is CIBC working with now for someone mid-30s for mortgages?
Well, what I can say is the interest rates are attractive. So
Listen, let me tell you, I have to tell you that a lot of the questions, there were a lot of persons who asked me that question. That what is it like for people who are in their 30s or 30 and over? So that's a huge market actually.
it is because you're crossing over that point where you want to get something, and then time is against you at a
Right.
certain extent. So once you reach the age of 35, then you no longer qualify for the mortgage. You still could get a mortgage, but now your time dwindle each year goes down. The less time you have to
Right, to
qualify
pay back and all this stuff.
and
Okay.
increases the payment. So once you hit those 30s, this is the time for you to really buckle down and see if you see anything out there. First step is get that pre-qualification done.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about what does an ideal loan client okay now look at you boy, see this the shark coming out now. Listen, okay. So for me as a life coach, if I'm talking to someone, I'm listening for certain things and then I know that this is the person that I have to work with. Okay, this is a misunderstood woman.
Mhm.
She's this age group, she's making this amount of money because I got to be sure she can pay me.
Mhm.
She has this issue, blah blah. So for you, what is the ideal client who comes through the door? And of course, we know that
Yeah.
it doesn't. It could be other things.
Yeah.
But, what are you looking for?
So I'll preface this by saying this isn't every application isn't this. Yeah, every application isn't the same. But what an ideal client would be is a person who has shown some promise you've been in the same job for the past 5 years or so, rising up the rank. Possibly you don't have any debts. Like you probably may have a credit card, but you don't have any additional debts. Married couples are prime applicants because you have two set of salary in order to utilize versus just one. So those are the anything outside. It doesn't really matter your where you work or anything like that. It's just if you have a good credit history as well as you show good stability, then
Okay.
you're a prime candidate for a
Okay.
mortgage.
So stability looks like, and I'm only asking this because I know like people are listening, and I want them to be able to say that's me. You know what I mean? So okay, so a stable or stability, work stability looks like 1 to 5 years.
Yes,
5 years.
about 5 years. But that's not to say, let's just say you're an accountant and you move from one account firm to the next. You
Right.
stayed in the same field. So we consider that still
Okay.
stability because you're moving from just one company to the next, but it's still the same field and you're still on the
Okay, so for example, like how you have the 21 years, let's say you were to go to them other people being
yeah,
companies,
not
right?
yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, but okay, but there wasn't really a break, or maybe there was
Mhm.
just a few months, which is no break,
Yeah.
right? But you're still in banking.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe you're not at the same place, but you're still okay. You were a teacher here,
Yeah.
then
Like,
you went to another school.
so maybe you were in the government and now you're in the private.
Right.
It's the same thing.
People see, I didn't know that.
Yeah. We take all that in consideration.
It's nice. Okay, now you say little to no debt, and like I said, I have to ask these questions, Mako, because we have to be like, because little debt to some people is 100 grand, man.
No, that is not little debt. But if I'd say this, if your consumer loan payment is equivalent to a mortgage payment, you're looking at like $1,000, 700 to like $1,200. That's considered a large debt because what it does, it swallows up the majority of monthly salary.
Okay.
So once it swallows up the majority of monthly salary, apply for a mortgage or the space you have for a mortgage payment, now that decreases.
So you're saying like if you have like $700 coming out of your salary each month, that's a big debt.
Maybe a big debt for somebody who only earns, let's say, $2,000
Right.
a month. But if maybe you earn $5,000 a month,
Right.
700 or 5,000 isn't considered much, but it's just really dependent on your earning.
Yeah, because okay, if you 700 coming out, and let's say you making 2,000, that is just for $1,300.
You left.
You probably have a family. You got to pay your light bill,
Yep.
your rent, or whatever it is you got. You got kids.
Yeah.
Grocery. That's no money.
Yeah. So the
Uh-huh.
most prudent thing to do, and we know life happens. So,
Right.
but if you could avoid it, always try to avoid much consumer loans as you possibly can, especially if you're looking for financing for a mortgage, because the more debts you have in terms of debt payments you have on a monthly basis, it lessens the amount you qualify for a mortgage as well. So just always bear that in mind.
Okay. All right. Question. Now, I don't forget what number question this is, but anyway, let me go to the next.
Lauren,
Okay. How many? And this is some good information. How many days is required before a loan payment is considered late?
for us, after the third day, the payment is considered late. So you have a 3-day grace period, and after the third day, the payment is considered late. But you have many avenues you can make payments. You could come to the branch to make an over the counter. You could deposit the funds to your account via the ABM. So you have a lot of opportunities. But after the third day, the payment's considered late.
Well, I must say, I think like I thank you for CIVC.
Mhm.
I think like you guys are very convenient.
Yeah, try to make it
Like,
as easy as possible.
especially like very, very convenient. Okay. Okay. What is the penalty for paying off your mortgage? Well, I don't know if we should call it a penalty, but what's the perks? I guess. What is the perks for paying off your mortgage early? So let's say somebody who had a 13 or 20 or 35 year, but then they finished it in 30 years or 25 years. Like what? Any perks? Make a I like how you like.
No, but perks for the bank personally. If it's for you personally, the quicker you pay your mortgage off, the less
Right.
interest you pay to the bank
Right.
itself. So, and the perks for the bank is once you pay that mortgage off, then you could now start to look at maybe another investment property or something else. It's always great to find other avenues to earn additional income, always upgrading and doing more things because once you're still young, you still want to be active in doing things. So, so you pay that mortgage off early. Okay, so let's see if we could look at doing something more income generating or some additional properties.
Okay. Okay. So someone had asked, how come it's easier to get a loan for a car? Well, you should know this question is coming versus like a mortgage. I mean, although that's like thing that kind of straightforward. I even gonna answer that,
Yeah.
but I mean, this is more money asking for.
There you go. The dollar value plays a factor. So the greater the risk, the more we have to scrutinize the risk itself. So with the auto loan, maximum term you're looking at is 10 years. With the mortgage, maximum term you're looking about 35 years. So analyze over the span of 35 years, what's the likelihood of this person to continue making this payment?
Okay. So, okay, let me watch watch how me go into this one now. So, in terms of women and men coming in for mortgages, are women buying more homes, men buying more homes, or what?
For me,
Take home.
I'm going to tell the truth. I'm telling the truth. For me, what I see is we have a lot more women applicants coming in for mortgages and home, but that doesn't say that the men aren't doing it. They are typically purchasing the property and building out of pocket,
Okay.
and then later come back to the bank in order
Right.
to get financing. So both are coming in, but what we see at a higher clip is persons initially coming into the bank to seek financing is women.
So, okay, so what you're saying is that you noticed. Okay, see, big up to the man, them.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So what you're saying is that you've noticed like that a lot of the men they have their property, and so now and then they were building out
A
of
pocket.
and then they come,
Yeah,
with an extra
to finish off.
off. But now that you say that, like I know a lot of men, like a lot of my male friends have done that. Like
Yeah.
they did it out of pocket for the most part, and then like
Yeah.
just to do that finishing work and to hurry up and move in, then they went in. Okay, so women are coming in. They may be coming for the mortgage initially.
Yeah.
But okay, okay. And in terms of women, what are you seeing? Are you seeing like in recent trends? Is it younger women, older women? Like what age group of women are now coming forward and for mortgages?
We're seeing a uptick in younger professional women coming in like around age 25, college educated persons. They've already established a career and now they're coming in and they want to complete that additional step of seeking financing for a home itself. So if the age range does vary, so you could get anywhere from about 25 to about 50 age 50 persons coming in, but somewhere around that age, like 27 to about like 35, I'd say that's the persons coming in.
Okay, and what is a new trend? I mean, in terms of like, is there a certain group that you've noticed like coming forward more?
The young professionals.
So just young professionals
Yeah.
on the whole. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So another question: if approved for, listen, these people have plenty questions. All right. If approved for a new construction mortgage, why they say construction mortgage? That's a different type of thing, or it's the same thing they talking about?
Well, it's a slight difference. You could get a mortgage for a purchase. You see a building you like, a home you like, and you make a purchase, and that's a purchase. About construction is maybe you already have the land, or you want to purchase the land, and now you want to get your plans drawn and build from scratch.
Okay. Okay. So this person says, do you start making mortgage payments once the home is completed and you've moved in, or once it's approved? Like, I guess when do people start making the payments? When once that loan is approved and the next month, bam, making payment, or is it when they actually finish, it's completed, that blah blah blah?
So once if you approve for a construction loan, what we call a bridging loan, is you have 1 year, up to 1 year to complete the home itself. But during that 1 year process, you make interest only payments. So
Okay.
as you utilize the funds, you make interest only payments on that. So once the home is completed, inspected, you get your occupancy certificate, then your full mortgage payment kicks in
Okay. So you say
for the first year.
it's interest only payments.
Yes.
So let's say someone wanted to put more than their interest. Could they do that?
Not during
Not
during that first year.
Okay. All right. And now I know we first met at
Life of the
Life
Hills.
Hills. So okay, are you seeing Are Bahamians now going more towards like gated communities? Are they going towards maybe a government home, a home? Like what's the new thing that people are really kind of getting into?
I know for me particularly, we're seeing a lot of persons and they're purchasing maybe like older homes, but what they're doing is they're renovating the home, so making a old space brand new. So I'm
Okay.
seeing a big uptick in those type of mortgages, where persons, yeah, you find a property probably about 150,000, you put an additional 100,000 renovations to make it brand new.
Okay, so
So you get the best of both worlds.
I like renovating stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds to me that's like a lot of character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're seeing a lot of people who are actually coming in and like they got a home and then they're now doing the renovations for it.
Yes.
Okay. And that's, I mean, that's kind of cool. All right. So next question. Now I know we talked a little bit about this. Well, Catrice and I did, but you can let me know. Okay. Are there any mortgage specials? And this is why we're here today,
Yeah.
clearly. So what's the special for today? Like what makes today different from any other day or any other special that you guys may have?
So right now we have a campaign going on. So you get an extremely low interest rate. You have to come in for us to tell you what that extremely low interest rate. And
This listen, y'all, they ain't even saying it on the air. That's right. They ain't
you gotta come in.
gotta come in.
You either go to Shirley Street, East Mall, or down here to Carmichael Road. But outside of that, you get a 50% discount on your fees, as well as if you are a woman or you are married couples. We have our International Women's Day campaign also going on in conjunction with this, whereas you could get up to $2,000 cash back towards your mortgage. Not to say we leaving the men out, but this is something special for the women for International Women's Day.
Okay. All right. So we got to take a quick commercial break. We're going to be back. Mako, I finished with you. I got a couple more questions for you.
Sure, no problem.
Right. So we'll be right back after these messages.
All right, Sonny.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
You try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and binders, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece.
The Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Wait, why you look so mashed up like clothes at the washer?
No, but just a hard day, boy.
Hard day. What happened? The breakfast lady ran out of tuna and Gretzy.
We need to start joking about everything, you know. This serious, boy. This real serious, boy.
Wait, what's serious? Tell me.
All right, well, today, boss gave us, boy, one big contract. And nobody else get a chance and nobody say nothing.
Boy, you know that ain't right. You know government contracts ain't supposed to go that way.
Yeah, but nobody's saying nothing. Boss man just tell people to sign the papers. Then he send me to meet his boy downtown and collect this envelope.
You need to tell somebody. You need to become a whistleblower.
You know I's a real man, but I never blow no whistle. I be drunk all my life and junk, you know.
No way. A whistleblower is someone who tells people what they see when they see something wrong happening at work.
But I ain't no whistleblower, and I ain't no snitch. I still white there, you know.
But ain't nobody can know it's you. All you gotta do is call Crime Stoppers, or you could text them from inside the Crack Crime Bahamas app. They don't ask about you, and your call goes straight through to Miami, so nobody know you is. And if you text, your message get mixed up like Kong Salad.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
This is definitely time for BAMC to continue to build on the progress that we've made. There's now drone technology. There's now year-round container farming. You have hydroponics. You have aquaponics. You have precision farming. There have been record numbers of enrollments, record numbers of flat fishing certifications. We've had record enrollments in our online courses. Students from across the family of islands. Because in Bamsi, we are not just cultivating produce, we're cultivating producers.
Paid for by the PLC.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
And we are back once again. This is Stanya. I am she and she is me. And we are here at CIBC, Carmichael Road, Mortgage Fair. And of course, if you can't make it here today, you can actually check them out at the Shirley Street branch, as well as the East Freeport, Grand Bahama. That's right. Freeport, Grand Bahama. I almost did one walk to Freeport for 2 seconds. Yeah, only for 2 seconds. I ain't too sure. Because once again, the number one island in the Bahamas is where is Eleuthera?
Eleuthera,
That's right, Wally, right? Eleuthera. You're from Eleuthera.
That's my second one. I did a stint in Eleuthera for about 5 months, yeah.
Really? Okay, which area you were?
Where I was staying in Palmetto Point, and the branch was in Governor's Harbor.
Okay, well, Governor's Harbor is amazing, but I think what I love most about Eleuthera is that, like, it's just so different. Like, the people in the north are different from Governor's Harbor.
Yeah.
And High Cash family in the north. I mean, my family's from Bryland too, by the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, another side. Yeah. But it's just a different island. Okay, so of course you are answering questions, and this is very interesting. I am learning a whole lot. All right. So question number 6033. All right. Are there any what all types of mortgages? Did we answer that question? Yes, you did. You said that people were leaning more towards renovating the homes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All righty. But we have seen, I guess, uptick with persons who are going into the gated communities.
Yes,
stuff like that.
As well as purchase, I think Renaissance, we have a number of persons doing the new government project as well. So it varies really and truly, just really up to the person's appetite.
I was just about to say, like, what do Bahamians want in a home? What's their thing?
Like that 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And most persons, they tend to like the single family home, but you also have persons who always want something multi-family so they can get that rental income as well.
Okay.
I'm a rental income guy.
Right. Yes. You gonna need that thing.
Yeah.
I can need that little thing there.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is, I know, during the commercial break, we were talking about, once again, persons being of a certain age, and if they qualified, and you said, well, there's different variables. You may have income generating property. You may have another job. You have all these other incomes.
Yeah.
That, because there's some people who I know, they got about 10 jobs.
Yeah.
They got about 10 different ways that they make money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess you would just have to come on in.
And that's the thing. You come on in, just have a discussion. You may think it's not possible for you, but let us take a look. You may be able to look at some things that you probably don't even see in order to make it happen. So don't never discount yourself. Have the conversation with the professional.
Now, you mentioned the 2 salaries earlier with couples who come in, and it's so this y'all, I be talking my business here, y'all. I remember doing having a session with someone, and I asked the person, I said, why did you get married to this person? Because you doesn't seem like you really liked him. And so the person with a straight face said, because I wanted a house. And I was like, what that got to do with it? And so she said, because when I went to the bank, they said that, if I had a
co-applicant?
That's right. And then that's why she got fired. Y'all got to do better, Bahamians. Y'all really got to do better. But anyhow, so my question is, let's say, okay, I'm not married yet, and I have a sister, she's yet. And so and we want to buy, let's say, a duplex. So can we now come together and do that? Because I know we mentioned, you talked about 2 salaries, but you talked about it from the standpoint of husband and wife.
Yeah.
But what about 2 friends, or I don't know, 2 family members or friends or whatever it is?
Yeah, we can do co-applicants, that's siblings. The thing would always be recommended. You could do like a single family home, but the recommendation in a situation like that, what we would recommend is like a duplex, like you would mention. So in case, I am tired of my brother I could move in my one unit.
Right.
You be in this unit, so you'll be able to really separate. Even if you, let's just say, later on you get married and now you
Right.
want to do something different, but your income would have still been tied to this mortgage, so it gives you more flexibility. But that's not to say you can't do a single family home as siblings or friends.
So you can, okay, so, right, we talked about a duplex, but you can do it as a single
Yeah, single
home
family home,
too.
yes. So,
That's
but you just gotta remember maybe later your circumstances may change.
You better have these things, you better have a good lawyer and a good little
Well, these are the type of conversations we'll have with you as well, just to flesh things out, because you may not even be thinking about that in the moment, because right now you want to get in this home. But hey, what happens later on when I get married? Do I still have to pay this mortgage?
Right.
Do me and my husband move in this house with my sister or my brother?
Right.
Those are the type of things we tend to ask.
Stuff to ask. Okay. All right. So next question. How do you guys handle, and this is a big one too. How do you handle self-employed persons that work? Okay, let's go to the self-employed first.
Yeah.
This is a twofold question that they have. Yeah, I wait. This
Yeah.
I need to know, but this little piece right here.
Self-employed applications are I wouldn't say the most difficult, but it's one of the more intricate applications, because most self-employed persons we could see. I know you're earning. I could tell you're earning money. I could see you're earning funds, but how do I prove you're earning the funds?
Right.
Do you have that CIBC Caribbean bank account, where business bank account, where you're running the fund account? So with self-employed persons, initially the first thing we need from them is financials. So financials what we call financials is
Wait, excuse me, hold on. Hi, hello, come over here. We taking a Mako, don't move. Mako, you okay. That's right. See, they be trying to run game on Tell It to Stanya, but I sitting right here near the door. They can't run past me. Hello. Right there. Okay, look at a couple of the year y'all matching, eh? Oh, this is so cute. Hi. Okay.
Hello.
Y'all are a couple, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, are y'all married?
No, not as
Not
yet.
yet? Okay, so y'all came in to inquire about the mortgage fit?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your name anyhow? First of all, what's your name?
Esther Lewis.
Okay,
Monster Campbell.
like a little bit. Y'all don't get that? Like y'all kind of look little brother and sister. Okay, how long were y'all dating or together in a relationship? This the nosy part of me.
6 years. 6 years.
Good stuff. Okay, so what are y'all looking for exactly?
Single family home. Or, just newly constructed or
Okay.
newly renovated. It's fine.
Oh, see, guys, there we go. She said newly renovated. Like, would you be open to maybe purchasing a fixer upper?
No.
But
No.
something, okay.
Yeah, something newly renovated or new construction. Definitely.
Okay, but what you want? What you want? Because we just want something totally different.
Same. I mean,
You sure you ain't just
no, I'm not just saying that. I mean, just
in the head?
I mean, it's something we already talked about over a course of time and what makes sense for us right now. So
So y'all are on the same page.
yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. Okay, that's good. So we're looking at 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms.
3.
Okay. 2 baths, a big old closet. We need that big closet space. Yo, she ain't talking to that yet, eh?
I got more clothes
No, hold on. Okay, hold on. He has more clothes than you?
At the moment, because of what he does.
Okay. Okay. Who's the better dresser?
Both of us.
Can I see?
Yeah, I can't choose. I think it's both of us.
Okay. Who came up with the idea of maybe getting a home at this time?
Mostly me. Yeah. Mostly me.
Okay, so why was it, make sure you're talking to Mike. Why was it like now was like, this is a good time, maybe we should look into it?
I guess future wise, we want a home of our own and just a space of our own. Right. Yeah, and I mean it's always been a dream of mine to have my own home too. So that's probably just
the better decor sense, home decor, you or him?
Definitely me. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. As long as he has a nice place to lay his head. Yeah.
Then why CIBC?
Yeah. I do like the rates. At the same time, my dad banked here.
Okay,
So this is years and years. Yeah, it's this bank has always been good to my mom and my dad. So
They kind of make it easy to bank too. I don't know. I mean, I bank here as well.
yeah, they also have well, they originally from Canada, I think, right? I'm not sure.
I ain't too sure.
But yeah, so that's so definitely you can like go to different countries and use their banking services and all that stuff. So I think that's
Okay, so,
but mostly because my dad.
so did you guys get pre-approved or qualified? Did y'all get any financial planning advice? Like, what was it like today coming in?
Yeah, just the advice.
Aspect and certain documents what we would need, especially for me, like I'm self-employed, so you have to. This is what you need. You need this statement. You need business license. You need all these things. Just confirm that you're eligible for this or for that.
Right.
So just be prepared.
Just talking about that, actually, about being a self-employed person and then getting a loan and stuff like that. So he was just about to kind of well, he shared some, but we could go a little deeper because that's a lot of it. I mean, everybody works for someone. There's a lot who just work for
Yeah,
themselves.
so that was mostly one of our questions as well because we know being self-employed, there's a lot more, I guess, red tape, and so you bring more documents to make sure that hey, this is what it is. Everything is legit.
You actually
Yeah.
business making money,
Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
guy.
Thank you.
See you. Y'all get straight, eh?
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you so much. Okay, have a good day. Yes, we do, but let me ask these questions before we go to another break. Let me get these little questions. So the couple who were here just now, the gentleman, he said that he's self-employed, right? So see, this what we're talking about right now because there's a large amount of persons who are self-employed in the Bahamas, and we be wanting things too. We
Yeah.
always feel very much left out.
No, you could be included as well. So, like I was saying before, one of the things what we need is financials really, and what that really tells us is we could see. Let's just say if you have a bank account, we could see the funds running into your account. We could see, but we don't have an understanding of truly what the profit the business made.
Okay.
So, what if your financial would show us a profit and loss statement? It'll say, "Hey, I generated X amount for the month, and my expenses for the business was X amount, and now this is the net profit for the business," and then we can make a determination or see how much you qualify based upon that. And even for persons, what we recommend is to pay yourself a set salary. If you could pay yourself $500 a week, you send that over to your personal bank account a week. We always encourage persons to do that because it makes it a bit more easy. If I could see each week $500 come from Stanya and Co. I know that is Stanya's salary from the business, and I could complete an application based upon that. So if you're not able to pay yourself a set salary from it every week, each week, the recommendation is for you to keep track on your income, your expenses, so you can know what your profit is from the business itself, and that's how we be able to make a determination. And we need at least 2 years information in order to get a mortgage submitted.
Okay, so what I heard just now was for starters, okay, if you're a self-employed person, make sure that your funds come. You put the money on your account. You
yes.
so that they can see that the consistent
Yes.
flow of money. So the first step would be make sure you're putting your little thing or your big thing.
Yeah, in your
Right, you have
bank
your
account.
business account, and so right, even you take it off, who cares? But make sure that money come through.
It flows through.
Okay, all right, and then the other part is to keep good records.
Yes.
Okay.
So even if you track it in-house yourself, I made X this month, my expenses for the business was this, and this was the profit from the business. Always track this information. You go online, there's a lot of free applications that could do this for you. So it's a good way for you to track exactly. So for your benefit, you can see how well your business is doing.
Right. Okay. All right. So another question was, okay, what about persons who get paid based on commissions only?
So with commissions, we consider that to be fluctuating income. We can complete applications for persons with fluctuating income, but we would have to have a 3-year track record of that income in order to get an average of the 3 years.
Okay.
Once you come in, we take a look at all of this information and we make a determination.
Yeah, because like, what about like insurance agents?
Yeah.
Who, I mean, and they make good money.
Yeah, they do.
Right, but then it may not be
Yeah.
a very consistent thing. You might have a great one, and then the next month it may be, look a little struggling.
And that's why we take an average over the 3 years in order to get an idea of what your commission income is.
Actually, they could actually be very similar to self-employed persons, where you may make a lot of money, in January and in March.
Yeah.
I mean, January, February, and March.
And then
but
you have a slow summer.
Yes. So all of these things you guys take into
Consideration, yeah. And that's why we need a longer period of time in order to evaluate it.
All right. How does taking the equity out? Well, I think Catrice kind of touched on this a little bit. How does taking the equity out of your mortgage property works, and what all can it be used for?
Well, let me say this: your equity is your equity. You could use your equity to do additional investment. You could take your equity, buy a boat. You could take your equity and go on a trip. It's your equity. It's the blood, sweat, and tears you poured into your home or and by paying your mortgage down. In order for you to take out your equity, what we need an appraisal in order to see what the value of the home is and compare that to what the balance of your mortgage, or maybe the home is free and clear. We could lend up to 80% of the value of your home in order for you to pull the equity. So let's just say your mortgage, let's just say the home is valued $100,000 and your mortgage is down to $50,000. 80% of that $100,000 is $80,000. So the difference between the $50,000 which you owe and the equity, which would be $30,000, so that you'll be able to pull out $30,000 to do as you see fit with the equity.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, so we'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the process of purchasing a home. Okay, so Miko he's gonna walk us through step because we're hearing about appraisals, we're hearing about qualifications, we're hearing about insurance, or we didn't even touch insurance yet. But what does it look like? Because there are a lot of Bahamians who actually don't know like what the process is, what they actually have to go through. So we're gonna just talk a little bit about what that would look like if you are a first-time buyer. All right, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Wally, you ready? All right, then we'll be right back in just a few seconds.
At Star General, you can go gold. Comprehensive car insurance covers loss or damage from accidents, fire, theft, and third-party liability. But the Gold package gives you increased coverage for rental car and windscreen, personal accident, medical benefits, deductible waiver, and 24-hour roadside assistance where available. Our Star General Gold package also gives you up to $2,500 for accidental damage to a rental car anywhere in the Bahamas. Go gold with Star General. Insurance made simple.
Food, fun, and family. You know what time it is, Bahamas. Time for good food, sweet treats, big laughs, and family fun. The 82nd Bahamas Red Cross Fair is back. Saturday, March 28th at 12 noon at Lower Government House grounds. Enjoy mouth-watering Bahamian dishes, exciting games for all ages, a vibrant kids corner, and live entertainment that will keep the energy going all day long. Bring your family, bring your friends, and bring your appetite. The 82nd Bahamas Red Cross Fair, where the whole Bahamas comes together.
The following is a paid political message.
Kalani. Whoa. Hey. Kalani. Oh, the future is brighter. Oh, vote for my diver. Hey, 'cause she is a fighter. Oh, if you need improvement, oh, fighter.
That was a paid political message.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to guardiantalkradio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Back, we are right here, CIBC, Carmichael Road. That's right. And if you can't join us today, then you can join CIBC at the branch on Shirley Street, or if you're in Freeport, where's the location? In Freeport?
The East Small Branch.
Okay, good stuff. All right, so guys, we are finding out a whole lot of good information here today. I mean, I know that I've learned things that I didn't know before. And right now, chat, listen, Mako, you the face of CIBC right now. I got you now, Mako. You know,
We're running.
No, see, at life it is. You just give me 2 minutes.
Gotta sneak out the side door.
That's right. Got you now. All right then. Okay, so now we're supposed to talk a little about through the process of actually purchasing a home, because there are a lot of people who are first-time buyers and they simply just don't know. So okay, now I wake up today and I say, you know what? I want a home.
Yes.
So walk me through the whole process.
So you wake up, Stanya woke up this morning and she wants a home. So step one, this is always going to be your step one. Go to a trusted lender. Hopefully this is CIBC Caribbean, Carmichael Road Branch, Mako Altsy. And quick plug. But you want to have a conversation so you can get an understanding of the amount you qualify for, but more than just the amount. What is your long-term goals? So do you want a single family home? Do you want something multi-family? Like, is this going to be a forever home, or this is just something to get you started? This is just a starter home. You want to have all this conversation. So once you've completed this conversation, you already have in your mind exactly what you want and what you want to do. From that point, you know the amount you qualify for. And now it's time to get in connection with a real estate agent. Okay. They're going to help you be your heirs and do all the footwork for you to find that particular property that meets exactly what you want. So now that Stanya's found her dream home. She comes back to Mako, this is my dream home. So what Mako is going to do again is I'm going to crunch the numbers to make sure, okay, this is in line with exactly what we discussed. Okay, we could go ahead and you submit your offer. Now, once you've submitted your offer, now a timeline begins. This is where the real application process begins. We need all of your information again. So passport, your NIB, job letter, pay slips, if you're self-employed, your financial information, bank statements, all of those things we need in order to submit an application. This is where the rubber meets the road.
Okay.
So with that, we also need an appraisal, because Stanya may have found a property costs $250,000, but once we get the appraisal, the property is only valued at $200,000. That means you're purchasing it more than what it's valued.
Okay.
We don't lend or issue financing for a property that's more than its value. But if you are so keen on this and you're willing to inject that additional $50,000, you can do so. But you also still have to do that minimum of 5% down payment to make the purchase.
Okay, so do you suggest an appraisal or do appraiser? Sorry.
Yeah, we have a list of approved appraisers and we would submit the appraisal request for you. And they would go out, complete the evaluation, because they know the bank standard.
Right.
And then they submit it to us. We look at it, make sure everything is in good order, and then we proceed with our application process.
Okay.
So during the application, there's 3 initial determinations. Either you could be approved. Listen, that's what you want, an outright. I send this up and I'm approved. And maybe you would get approval in principle, meaning, hey, we like this application, but we just need to address some more things, or maybe you may need to give me some more information, or it could be what we call deferred. That means, hey, I see what you're trying to do there, but we need a little more information, a little more background. So once that Once that's completed, we submitted everything necessary, and you get an approval. Now it's to you.
Okay.
So we would submit your approval to your attorney. Now they begin the legal work. Legal work normally takes anywhere from about, I say, about 2 to 3 months in order for them to do all the title searches, because they have to ensure that you're getting a good marketable security. You want to ensure that, hey, 50 years later, someone saying, no, that was my property. No, your attorney did all these checks to ensure that this.
Make sure you say a real estate lawyer.
Yeah, real estate lawyer.
Yeah.
Well, they have to be on the bank's approved listing. So we have vetted attorneys and they're on the bank's approved listing, and then you would select an attorney from that panel to complete your legal work. So once we get your legal work back, so we have some additional securities outside of just the mortgage. Maybe you want to pledge life insurance in case something happens to you.
Do you have to have?
It isn't a deal breaker, but we always recommend it because you don't want your loved ones to be straddled with a mortgage. If something were to happen, you God forbid, you want them to be straddled with a mortgage payment. So you'd want to pledge life insurance. Homeowners insurance is always to protect the home itself in case fire, hurricane, it always replaces it. So these things we get in place once we get the legal work back from the attorney.
Okay,
Then,
so if you were, the hurricane came and did damage, you can get some money.
Yes.
To fix your home up.
Yes.
Okay, go on now.
So once we have all of your security in place, this is time for you to come in and give that final signature to say, you know what, I am ready to move in my home. So once you find our final sign off to say, go ahead and disperse these funds to the vendor, we issue drafts to the vendor. And within, I say, probably about a week, you have your brand new key to get in your brand new home.
Wow.
And that's when the celebration
That
begins.
sounds good, eh?
Listen to me, it's a fulfilling process, and it's fulfilling for the client as us and us as well.
Okay, now I was writing down the steps, so I'm going to say this over so that people are very clear about what the process looks like. Okay, now if I miss out something, of course you got to let me know.
No problem.
Okay, so the first thing is that you should come in and see the amount that you qualify for. During this time, you're going to also talk about like what is it that you really want? Do you want a single family home? You want income producing property? What is it that you want? And what do you actually qualify for?
Yes.
Okay. So after that, and see the good thing about that is that if you don't, then you got to go back home and that's it for you. Come back in another year, 2, 3, whatever.
And,
Okay.
well, at that point, we could either come up with a strategy for you, have a sit-down session, but we could go into that with greater detail as well.
Okay. Oh, I coming back to that. Okay. And then, after that, now that you know what you qualify for, you're now gonna get in contact with a real estate agent to see what's available or whatever you do your search, find the home that you are interested in. Okay, now you come back to the bank. And so you say, I find a home. Okay, this is in the price range. Okay, great. So you now say, okay, now we need to make sure that this home, they say this 350,000, we have to make sure this what they say it's worth. So now you're gonna say, okay, it needs to be appraised.
Yes.
Okay. And you all have a list of appraisers.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. See people trapped around here. They may be talking about this appraiser and no. Okay. After that now, that comes back and now the application process truly begins. Okay, so now all the little paperwork, you're running everything through. And then now you have to do the legal work with the attorney.
Yes.
With a real estate attorney. Okay, so that's going to take a little time. And then now if you choose to, although it's suggested, to get life insurance, just to make sure in the event that something happens to you, nobody got to stress themselves out about how to pay off this house.
Yep.
Okay. Then you also have the homeowner insurance. In the event that something happens, you are covered.
Yeah.
All right. And then after all that is sorted out, whappity whap, it is the final signature and you have a home.
Yes, ma'am.
Did I leave out anything?
No, you said it perfectly.
That's right, child. Listen, I graduated out of grade 1. I good. Okay. So now you mentioned something where, remember when we said step 1,
Yeah.
let's say someone doesn't really qualify.
Yeah.
And you said that there's some strategies.
Yeah.
So is this where financial coaching comes into
This
play?
is where that comes into play. So
Okay.
maybe you come into us and you're not ready yet. We could see the glimpses of where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do, but maybe you have some additional debt, what you need to get rid of. So what we do is provide coaching and strategy and give you different plans you could embark on in order to get rid of this debt. So we would, let's just say you have a loan out there for additional $400 a month. That is preventing you from being able to qualify for a mortgage. So the strategy is, hey, what's the quickest way we could knock this debt out so you could come back? Because time is always crucial. So the more time you take to get the mortgage, the less time you have to pay the mortgage. So the goal would be to let's see if this consumer loan is hindering you. So let's see how best we could pay this consumer loan off. Maybe you have just applied outside your $400 a month payment. Maybe start making additional principal payments to pay this off quicker. So once that is done, then the amount you truly could be qualified for the amount you really want to. So it's just coming up and sitting with an officer in order for us to discuss these different strategies and things you could do. Maybe you don't have sufficient savings. Now we have to create a savings plan, maybe savings strategy. We could create a savings account here at CIBC Caribbean, add funds onto the account, and maybe we put a hold on it or no debit status, whereas you can't even withdraw the funds without coming inside the branch and we release the funds because maybe it's emergency because emergencies are emergencies. So we have different things we could do to help you get to that goal, but you have to talk to us. The first step is talking to us.
I was just about to ask you, like, what you do, like, what bank? I mean, I know you're in loans here, but you may know, may not. What accounts you all have where? Listen, you can't touch it because you know, if we you save $2 and you're coming back for $5.
Yeah. So we have fixed deposit, but that would essentially be a fixed deposit, not you can't go to the ATM with a fixed deposit. You can once a fixed deposit, the funds go onto the account, and then the only way you have to come in and you have to break the fixed deposit. So you have to break it in order to withdraw from the fund. So it's you basically have to close the entire account. So that's a fixed deposit. But you also have a savings account, and you could request that we put a what's called a no debit status on the account. That means I can't withdraw at the ABM or come in branch and make a withdrawal unless I remove that status from the account. So you have the ability to save your funds without having to dip into it.
Okay. I just remember I had one question. I had my own little question. I saw this. Hold on, let me pull this up. I ready for you today. Okay, I saw. We're gonna. Yes, I saw this little pre-approved little visa. I could get that.
Congratulations, you've been pre-approved. You are pre-approved.
Okay, so I could get that little something.
Yes, if you accept the offer, that means your card is going to be generated. It's already been approved.
Let me press send right. Okay. All right, good stuff. Now, all right. So is it now? I know y'all have repossessed homes.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that. How does that work? Like, how do you go ahead and get a repossessed homes, and is that something that people actually like interested in? I know we talked about like getting a fixer and stuff like that, but there's a lot of repossessed homes that may be a little less expensive.
Yeah. So you can, we have our repossessed listing. It's on the bank's website. So the website is www.cibccaribbean.com, and you should see a link for list of properties, and there's going to be a particular list for the Bahamas. You could browse through there, through it. It's going to give you pictures as well as directions to the property itself, so you could drive by and see it, as well as you could also make contact with a real estate agent in order for you to view the property itself. But you're not limited to just, if you want to do a mortgage with CIBC, that doesn't mean you're limited to CIBC Caribbean's repossessed listing. You could view any bank's repossessed listing in order to seek financing.
Okay.
That means because you use CIBC, you have to only use CIBC listing.
Okay, so you could we ain't calling on
We
the
ain't
bank.
call that.
We ain't calling them on the bank name. But let's say you saw a home on the other bank.
Yeah.
Right. And so you just want that home, but you can still come to
CIBC for the financing.
For the financing. Okay, good stuff. Okay, just one last question, and I could be done with you, man. You're doing good, man. You do good. You was amazing today. Okay, what's the biggest thing that you think that holds us back from actually moving forward with a loan or buying a home, or what's the biggest thing?
I think the biggest challenge for the Bahamian population would be those unsecured debts. The unsecured debt, the consumer loans, it feels good in the moment. That vacation, it feels good. That those new furnishings, it feels good. But what happens is you get it once, and then You top it up, then they call you back again. You top it up again, and then all of a sudden you have a $70,000 unsecured debt with a $800 payment a month. That is what tends to cripple us. So what we encourage persons to do, if it's not a necessity, don't do it. Now, once you've already established yourself, you got the dream home, you have that mortgage, you have the rental, you've already secured a long-term goal, then you could now dabble into those consumer debts. But the consumer debts are the biggest hindrance.
Wow. Okay, good stuff. So what does that feel like, Mako? I feel like I think we have some text messages. I don't know, Wally, did it come through on your side? I think it's loading. I don't know what's going on here. But what does it feel like for you to like actually, to provide this service for someone, because like a home is just such a huge accomplishment. Is I mean, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It signifies that you are taking care of yourself, that you're providing for your family. It's a huge milestone. It's different things. It's just a big meaningful thing. Like, how do you?
To me, it's a feeling like no other. I'm not the person who was moving in the home. But I know I assisted.
Mhm.
I know I assisted that person with moving, getting their dreams accomplished. So it's a sense of pride in itself. Like you take pride in assisting our customers and getting them to that final steps. So even if you're not prepared, just giving that coaching, we really are invested in your future. So to get us, let's just say we started at point one, we just having conversations, maybe a lot conversations 1 year, 2 years, maybe finally in that third or fourth year, you finally was able to get in that home. That is a sense of accomplishment.
Yes.
Like it's a rewarding feeling.
So Mako, what's your biggest mortgage was that you cleared?
I don't.
You ain't
Listen to me.
talking about that.
Yeah, numbers.
You
Listen
can
to
keep
me.
that the secret.
Yeah. Listen
Okay,
to me.
some things you just gotta keep to yourself.
We welcome all numbers.
Okay, good stuff. This sounds amazing. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna take a commercial break, and we're soon gonna be out of here. There's a whole lot of people inside of here, but the good thing is that they're moving in and moving out very quickly. This is definitely the day that you can come in and be qualified, or at least get that number so that you know what you're working with, so you can start the process of actually purchasing a home. And no better time than now. I mean, this 2026. The time is now. I mean, this
Being at home by December.
exactly. Oh, that was a question. Like, how long is the process? Because I know sometimes it takes a little while, and I think as a Bahamian, we want to say we getting this house tomorrow by next month. But of course, all those steps that you have to go through. Like, what is the turnaround time?
Holistically, I'd say you're looking from beginning process. You speaking with an officer, and you have all your down payment, you have your closing costs. You looking at, I'd say, about 3 to 4 months from beginning to end for you being your new home on average. Sometimes it takes a little longer. Sometimes it's quicker, but you're looking about like 3 to 4 months.
All right. Okay, that's not bad.
No, not at all.
That's not bad at all. That's amazing. Okay, so definitely like we April, May, June. So by the end of the summer, if you come now,
Yeah.
now isn't today, and if you can't make it in today here on Carmichael, what time y'all closing today, by the way?
We are here until 5 o'clock.
Oh, so this like a full
Full
day.
day. A full day.
This a full day of service.
This is it. So even if you do not have the pay slips or the job letter, those things still come in, have the conversation. It's the perfect time. It's a Saturday. Most persons may be off. Maybe through the week, it's difficult for you to get into the branch. This is the perfect time to come in.
Okay, now let's say that this person they can't come in today at all. Like today really was a tough day for them. But they have a little time. How can people like contact you to? I mean, this your branch, right?
Yeah, this is my branch, Carmichael Road branch, as well as I work out in Shirley Street as well. So I'm dual. So you could catch me at Shirley Street or here at Carmichael Road branch.
Okay.
But if you want to, you can reach me at 356-1757. And let me also give you my email address. It's mayko.alce at.
Listen.
Yeah, I know.
And you see, listen.
I was gonna do it twice.
I 100 years old. I here trying to do it, Liz.
Sorry,
Try.
it's MAYKO dot ALCECIBC.Caribbean.com.
That's 2 B's or 2 R's in Caribbean?
Two B's.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, say that one more time for everyone.
So that's telephone contact is 356-1757 and email address is mayko.alce@cibccaribbean.com.
Okay, and so they can call you and then set up an appointment.
Yeah, call me, set up an appointment, and even if you can't make it to Michael or Shirley Street, I could always connect you with another officer as well as around one of our 10 locations. So trust me, you want to get this great rate. I put great again, and start this process so you could be in your home at least by October to December.
Man, that sounds good. Okay. And when they come in, because like I said, I saw a few people coming in and out. It doesn't seem like it's time for you to at least, get okay, this is what we want, this is what we need, this is what we have, and for them to get that number. So, I mean, definitely, 30 minutes you're in and you're out.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. So, guys, give him a call, 356-1757. That's 356-1757. You have availability this week for persons to come in?
I am available. Once you make contact with me, I'll clear my schedule and make it happen.
Okay, good stuff. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be in for just a few more minutes, and we're going to be out of here. But that doesn't mean that you can come down. We're leaving at 3, but you can be here because they're here until 5 p.m., guys. So check them out. Carmichael Road, or you can go to the Shirley Street branch, or if you're in Grand Bahama, you can check them out, Freeport. And where is it at Freeport again?
The East Small branch.
Okay, there we go. So we'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Okay, good stuff. All righty.
Struggling to find your financial rhythm? Make that move to Fidelity and let us help you orchestrate your financial goals into perfect harmony with free financial coaching sessions. Make that move today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
You try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers, for window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, tele 22361.
Boost your buying power with a margin loan at rates as low as 7.5%. A margin loan offers convenient flexibility, freeing up capital without liquidating your investments. Whether you're looking to diversify, fund a business opportunity, or refinance higher cost debt, RF provides access to cash within 48 hours for any purpose. Tailored, effortless, powerful. Discover how a margin loan can work for you. Visit rfgroup.com or call 603-6000. RF Bank and Trust. Money at work.
Girl, you see how Cora eye look funny, all black up yesterday?
But she say she bumped into a wall when she's running after the churn them.
Yeah, but last Saturday you see her arm was all black and blue, right?
What you saying? You think something wrong between her and Jack?
I ain't sure, but you know Jack is a jealous man. I hear him and Cora last Friday. I hear him say he hear Cora have eyes for Junior.
Now you know that ain't true. Cora is a good woman, does mind her business, take care of them churn, and go to church every Sunday. So what you think we should do?
I think we should report Jack, you know. Cora don't say nothing, but silence hides violence. and we don't want to line up in the cemetery.
Not me. I ain't getting in nobody business. Then Jack come after me and I land up next.
No, man, we could call a text Crime Stopper. And remember, we can even get some grocery money for our tip.
Remind me again, how does this work?
We can call them in Miami at 328-TIPS or 328-8477. Or when we in the island, call toll free at 300-TIPS or 300-8477. And if you don't have no minutes, use the Crack Crime Bahamas app and we could text them and the messages get on mix up before it leave your phone so nobody can know what you saying.
So what we waiting on then? Let's go earn some grocery money.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We are back. Yes, we are back. And look at this. I mean, I see in people who I know. Oh my gracious. Hi there, Tristan. How are you doing? That's right. I see you're here with a little person. Hi, little person. Hi. So you're here at the mortgage fair.
Correct.
Okay. So what are you into? What are you looking for today?
Looking to get pre-qualified so I can know what I can get. Looking for a single family, something first time. So we just trying to see what we could qualify for because they ain't give you food, they give you day.
All right. So hopefully you get sorted out today. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So once again, we are here, Carmichael Road, CIBC, First Caribbean Bank, and they are having their mortgage fair today. Now, let me tell y'all know sometimes tell it to Stanya, I be having a little slow, it be like a slowy wonder, not Stevie Wonder, like a slowy wonder. So now, the bank is open and there are a lot of people in. Mako was meeting with persons, but what I didn't know, let me tell you what I didn't know. I have someone here with me. What is your name, by the way?
My name is Latura Mares.
So let me tell you how, listen, I did not realize that all of y'all here were loan officers.
Yes, we are. We have an arsenal of sales specialists ready and waiting to serve you today.
And y'all are no joke. I was here thinking that. I was like, oh, this is the tellers. And no. CIBC doing it big today. Not the tellers, loan officers. And let me tell you, people are actually here and they are purchasing, they are qualifying, they are inquiring, they are doing everything today. So what was it like for you today? Like what did you see today?
Okay, so I found it most rewarding to be able to enlighten persons on the mortgage process, being realistic, giving customers an idea of exactly what it takes to get pre-qualified and how much money, that's the big question, how much money do I need to own my own house? So we want to answer all of your questions that you have. We want to debunk every myth that comes to owning homes and home ownership. And we want to give each and every person an opportunity to become a homeowner. So we welcome you and we want you to come on down.
What now? You just mentioned myth. Are there a lot of myths that we have as Bahamians? Like what have you been hearing that it was like, oh, I didn't know that person thought that this was what it was?
Well, the first thing is, the biggest myth is I only need my down payment in order to acquire a new home.
All right.
There are some additional closing costs that are required, and we just want to give you a full idea and be transparent in the process so that you're equipped, knowledgeable, so when you're in the market, you know exactly what you need in order to acquire your home.
Okay, this is good. Okay, what else was something that came up that you were like, oh, okay, that's something that you had to kind of tell the person that, no, this is actually this way?
Well, when you're owning your home, first things first, you have to have savings. You have to be in the process of savings because you, one, need to have your down payment, and two, you need to be ready because the market is very aggressive when it comes to purchasing power and when you're looking going against other individuals and making offers on homes that are quite marketable. So one, first things first, you have to have some money. You have to have some skin in the game.
Okay. Are you saying, because I know some people may come down and they may have $5 in savings, right? They ain't got no savings pretty much. but what would a savings look like? Like what? How much money we talking about? Because we need numbers, man. We need to know before we come down here what we working with.
So we don't push anyone away. If you're starting out in the savings process, that's one of the questions that I did ask. We want to encourage you on the journey. But if you're looking for a property, any particular property, I would say you want to have at least 10% of the cost of that property in savings.
Okay, so let's say you saw a home for $250,000. Why are you looking like that? And so, okay, so you should have 10% of that. And if you don't, what she's saying is that they're still not going to turn you away. This is where now the financial coaching comes into play.
So I do want to add that yes, we require you to have savings, but we at CIBC offer 95% financing. So we only require 5% down. But of course, there are fees that customers need to be prepared for.
So now you talked about the closing costs, the closing fees. Is there what other fee would persons have to just be aware of?
Well, at CIBC, we have quite a number of campaigns going on. Currently, we have an International Women's Day campaign that offers 50% off on our bank fees, as well as $2,000 cash back. So you can only get that at CIBC.
Hey, yay! That's right, International Women's Day. Okay, is there any other campaign that you guys had recently or that persons should know about, or is that the main one?
That is essentially the main campaign that we're pushing at this event. We also have another campaign called the Direct Mail Relationship Campaign.
Direct mail? Mail as in mail or M-A-I-L? We don't M-A-L-E or M-A-I-L?
M-A-I-L.
Oh, only at the International Woman. Okay.
We're not leaving anyone out.
Okay, so what is that other one that you just mentioned?
It does have the similar benefits of 50% off on our bank fees.
So this is good. So whether or not it's an International Day Women's campaign, there's still something at CIBC all the time at some point. Right. All right. This sounds really good. Okay. And last question. Oh, go on.
Okay, you can find me. I'm at the Carmichael Road branch. I'm ready and willing. You can ask for Miss Mears. You can just come on down, and I'm here to serve you.
Again, because there's a lot going on inside here. Yes, what is your name?
My name is Latura Mears.
Mears, okay. And do you have a telephone number or they can just come in?
Yes, my phone number is 702-3637.
One last question. All right. So now you've been here a little while today. Well, hold on. First of all, how long you been a loan officer?
5 years.
Oh, okay. This is good. This is nice. Okay, so what have you seen today? Were there a lot of younger people, older people? Like, what's the demographics that you saw come in and really represent today?
Well, the 30-year-olds, persons that are employed, are in the process. I won't say that we have a specific demographic because at any age you can still be a homeowner. But definitely persons that are late 20s, early 30s, but we want you at any age because good financial advice is needed at any age. Once you start off, you need to know exactly what to do with your money and how to spend it.
I saw a lot of couples come in today as well. I'm looking at one, a couple right now. So this is really good. Anyone else? Like, was it a lot of couples who came in today?
Yes, we had a lot of couples that are coming in, aspiring homeowners, persons that are preparing for marriage. We don't turn you away either. So if you and your fiance are in the process, you don't need to be married to come on down. You can definitely come on down, get pre-qualified, and know exactly what your buying power is.
Okay, good stuff. All right, but let me get, yes, you can go back. Okay, Catrice, Linda, come on down. All righty. Okay. Is there another chair for Linda? Y'all have another? Come on down. All right. Okay, so today has definitely, you can have a seat. Today has definitely been a very busy, productive, lucrative day. As I was sharing, I a little slow on the draw because I was thinking that, everybody was a teller. I was getting ready to do my little banking.
No.
But lo and behold, no, everyone is a loan officer.
Yeah,
So
sales specialists. They are sales specialists and they're qualified to pre-qualify the persons that come in.
Right.
And we are so excited because we have already hit the 100 customer mark at this branch.
No, are you
At this branch alone. And remember now, we opened in Freeport today
Right.
and at Shirley Street. So we are excited. Persons are coming in and they're looking to be pre-qualified. And we're just happy, Bahamas. And we want to help you own your own home. So come on down to.
Well, I learned that. What did I learn? Just I learned that there was actually another campaign too. It was something mail campaign.
Yeah, that's just coming on stream. But
Okay.
I don't have all of the information on that. But we
Okay.
will definitely be advertising more on social media with that.
Well, what I like is that it seems as though CIBC always has something going on.
Yes,
Like it's
yes.
always something. It's very customer centered. It's very client centered. That is beneficial to the client. So I think that's the gist of it. If it's not the International Women's Day campaign, it's something else. Either way, it's something that's very very helpful for the average Bahamian person.
And yes, so we find ways to help our Bahamian people, and we make these campaigns special to each individual. And even with the campaign, we can give individual financing, and we can match set up our products to suit the needs of each individual.
Okay. All right. Is Linda going to join us? Linda, are you joining us today?
Linda seems to be busy dealing with all these customers.
Yes.
To come over.
Okay, Linda, come on. We haven't heard from you today. All right. So, okay, everyone, Linda Roll is it?
Yes.
Okay, hi, Linda.
Linda Roll.
Okay, I was just about to say what is your position here? Make sure you talk into the mic.
I am currently the senior branch manager at
Okay.
our Carmichael Road location.
All right. So, how long have you been here?
With the bank?
Well, at this branch.
At this location since inception in 2012.
Wow.
So I was
Okay.
managing this location since then.
And how long were you with the company?
With the company, 38 years.
Oh my God. This,
And I'm only 38.
Listen, you know what? And Mako shared that he was here for 21 years. And I have to say this, that any company that has employees who are loyal and who have been here literally for decades says a lot about a company. Seriously, it says a lot about the workplace, about the opportunities that they offer. Because coming in, where did you start at?
Well, actually, I started as a teller.
Wow.
On the
Okay.
front line.
Uh-huh.
And I moved through most of the positions within the retail branch.
Right.
To the point of branch manager.
Okay, so now which part do you actually like the most? Like what's the best part about your job?
Well, the client interaction.
Okay.
I am really passionate about customer service.
Right.
Assisting the clients in achieving their goals.
Right.
And so that's the most rewarding part.
Well, I have to say that I think on the whole, CIBC has a very good relationship with their customers, with their clients. Like I don't see nasty things on social media about CIBC.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes, and I must say that you guys make it very flexible. Just like everyday banking, it's very flexible, very convenient. I must say that. So today, what was today like for you? Like what did you see today?
Well, today what I saw was from I arrived here shortly after 9, there were actually persons waiting.
Wow.
Waiting to be pre-qualified.
Okay.
And so even though we didn't officially start until 10 o'clock, we were, that was the time we advertised.
Right.
At 9:20,
People were here.
We started here
Okay.
at this location. And it tells me that there's a genuine interest in home ownership.
Right.
And so that is what we are all about.
Okay.
Assisting our clients on their journey of home ownership.
Wow. I mean, I spoke with Miko about like what it feels like to actually like provide this opportunity, because of course buying a home, it's a milestone, it's an achievement, it's an accomplishment. It's so much more. It's a professional milestone. It's a personal milestone. Just interviewing some of the couples, I can see like the excitement and like it's almost like and to be on that journey with loved ones is amazing. So like, what does that feel like to even provide that opportunity and service to Bahamians?
Honestly, when I see a couple or whether they're single, young professional, whenever we have the mortgage application for home ownership approved,
Right.
and the excitement,
Yes.
that is on their faces, and that is really, really
It's priceless.
so exactly. It's definitely priceless.
Mhm.
And so that for me is what keep me going
Right.
on a daily basis when I realize the small part
Right.
that I would have played
I mean,
in that.
but it's a small part, but I think it's a huge part. I mean, it's something that some people's parents have never
Yes,
done.
yes,
You
yes,
know, and
definitely.
it's something that people are doing. I mean, it's like I said, it's a personal accomplishment, and it's also a professional
Yes.
accomplishment
Yes.
as well. So I mean, it's amazing. All right. So, and who did you see like kind of coming in and coming out?
Well, we had a vast variety. We had from the
Single person.
single mom. We saw a lot of couple
Yes, yes. that's what I
coming in,
said today. Yes.
and I had somebody who was a retiree. She said she's 65. I'm like, okay, that's gonna yes, but it really goes to show that the interest is there,
no matter what age.
no matter what age.
Wow.
And so
okay.
we really saw that at this location today.
Okay. I think today was also powerful because, okay, during the week we don't have time to come in and talk, but and that's why I thought everybody was a teller for truth.
No, they were all sales specialists
And
line up there.
yeah, and literally, I mean, everyone took their time, and so it was an opportunity for people to ask questions that they didn't have a chance during the week to ask, and whether or not you qualify, you don't qualify, the amount is big, the amount small, but it would be a starting point.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's
Yes, to have that starting
Yeah.
conversation.
Yes.
On where I am and what is it that I need to do
Yes.
to achieve my goals.
So okay, so during like financial coaching or literacy, like what is normally discussed? Because I feel like we don't get a lot of that sometimes. So like when they come in, like that's now an opportunity to go over. What's that? You wanna share, Catrice?
Hi. Yes. So that's a good question you asked. So a lot of times what we talk about is what's your income, and what percentage of your income is saved monthly,
Okay.
and what are you working towards so that you can actually plan out how do I get there. So what is your savings habits, and just getting an idea of what you qualify for would allow you to be able to save towards it.
Okay, so now let me ask you this, Patrice, because I feel like you got this information. Okay, so let's say you're speaking with someone who may not be good at saving right now. Like, what advice would you give them right now? Let's say they're listening to you right now, and they know that maybe they're not quite ready to actually come in and purchase a home or even ask those questions. They know they got some debt. They know that they haven't done a very good job with saving at this time, but they wanna start over. They wanna move forward. Like, how much should they like? What advice would you give them in terms of savings?
Well, our first advice is always that you should save at least 20% of your monthly income.
Okay, so
Now, for
20% of the income.
since that may not be possible.
Right.
But what we want to do is look at where you're at and start off. If you have to start off small, you start off small, but it's just to get started.
Right.
And I always make the suggestion is let your savings be an account that you do not have access to. So
Okay.
let's say you set up an account for savings that you don't have an ATM card for. You're
Mhm.
not able to get to it easily, but it's just there and it's growing and growing so that when you need it, you
Mhm.
are able to use it.
Okay, because I mean, we like in a now society. So if we gotta come up, child, if you gotta drive here, come out the car, go inside, and then stand on the line to go and get that money. So even if it's not a fixed account, then you're saying then just have an account where and don't get a debit card for it, and just allow your money to just because of course in CIBC you could make the deposits. Well, no, that's true because you ain't get no okay. Yeah, you still got to come in and just do the deposits that way. But definitely, when you don't have a debit card, then you can't really spend.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can actually make deposits at our machine.
Yes,
So
that's one of the
we
things
have
I
that.
love about the
Yes,
CIBC.
you can make
Yes.
deposit at a machine. But what you can do is set up a separate savings that is not tied to your card.
Okay.
So that savings will just be there growing and growing. And if you can, on our online banking platform, you can actually set it up so an amount is transferred to that savings monthly.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's automatic. So you say on the 20th of each month, I would like this amount transferred to my savings account, and it goes there automatic. And you do not put that card on your
Hold on, now,
ATM
so
card.
how do you set that up? So I mean, like, what is doing?
Well, when you go
When
into
you
your
open that
online
account.
banking platform, it's
You can
either on your
stop talking fast.
So most of our customers, if you go on your online banking platform now, it will say add a new account, and you're able to add a new account in minutes. And your
Wow.
new account comes up, you transfer the initial deposit into that account, and then you go on and you do transfers, and you
Mhm.
set up an automatic transfer from your salary account to your new savings account, and you let it grow.
You see what I tell y'all? CIBC makes it extremely easy to do banking. Honestly, that's what I love most about it. Okay, so a step would be to get an account that you don't really have a whole lot of access to. Also, you can set it up so that a portion of what's in your bank account can go now into the savings. So you don't even have to come in to set that up. You can do it online.
Yes.
That's amazing. Okay. All right. Anything that Patrice, you got plenty little tips and stuff.
Yes, and for persons who are not presently customers of our bank,
Right.
they can open an account on our website also, and that is done.
Stop it.
Yes.
For true? Man, listen, I am so serious right now.
IBC apply online, and you can open an account.
So you don't even have to come in.
No, you don't have to come in. So just use
Okay.
your tablet, use your desktop, your laptop, and open your account, and then you actually can fund it from a transfer from wherever
One
your
account
account is
to
at,
next.
and then
Wow.
you get moving.
Okay, that's amazing. All right.
We have a lot of information on our website, but as we said today, we are still open here until 5.
Yes.
We are at the Carmichael, Freeport branch, and the Shirley Street branches.
Yes.
And we're here until 5. It's still time to come in and be pre-qualified. Even if you don't have your documents, just come on over.
Right, guys, listen now. I am looking. There are at least, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 or more loan officers here today. So I mean, and I don't see, they're in and out. So this isn't even a very long process that you're gonna have. You're literally coming in to find out, okay, what do I qualify for? So today can actually be the first step towards purchasing the home, because you need to know how much money you qualify for so that you can start the process. So we are here now. I'm here until 3. We're gonna come off in about 2 minutes. However, they are here until 5 p.m. And as Mako shared, if you can come in today, definitely you can come in next week. Okay, the process is very quick. It's very easy. So I want to encourage you to come on down. If you can come if you're in the Carmichael Road area or the Shirley Street branch, or if you're in Freeport, the East, is it the East Mall?
Yes,
That's
the
right. I
East
got
Mall
this. That's
branch.
the East Mall branch. Okay, guys. So it has definitely been very informative today. I personally learned a lot, and I know the interest is there. I had a whole lot of questions. Mako answered the 10,000 questions I would have had. And it was an amazing day. So, guys, come on down and check them out at the Mortgage Fair. And it is, what's the name of the campaign, Catrice?
The campaign is Where Your Home Ownership Journey Begins.
All
So
right.
we are here to make that happen. So come on down, everyone.
All right. That's it for today, guys. We are out of here, and we'll talk soon. See you next week on Stanya, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.